I'm back.
I'm back. I'm back.
I'm back. Wait, no, I did that the last time. What's up? Before I get into the video, I am the Red Sun. Gonna rise ahead for right now. But you're probably wondering what the fuck was with the whole huge time period in between and the whatever amount of time there is between this video and the last one. Now, the big ass, let's call it a time skip. Time skip in the last one, that was on me. That was on me. I don't know why I did that. At first, it was like I started feeling bad because I wasn't making any videos, and then I felt kind of just chilled and relaxed out because I wasn't making videos. Then it was annoying. It was annoying. I wanted to, but I didn't have the energy, and then I couldn't think of anything, and then new shit started coming out to where I did have content, but then I felt bad because I didn't have the energy, and there was content to be made, but I didn't. My brother, same thing. The last video we made was pretty much just to show off that I can edit now, at least a little bit. That being said, I got some new equipment. The time period between my last video, the little some odd second number video that it was, and now is because I was waiting for the camera that is currently recording this in. No more phone quality videos, only slightly shittier quality coming straight from the laptop that this is being edited on. I got a whole bunch of new gear and I am excited as shit to use it. Now that being said, you're probably wondering, well, that was a video with you in it before, and it wasn't a review from your brother. I don't have a good explanation for that. He kind of wants to take a little bit of time. He's trying to catch back up on everything. I think it's been a lot more, let's say, doujin than there was hentai. So it's a give and take. It's understandable in his profession, but in mine, I don't really get it all that much. Seems like he's stalling for time on this part. Now, that being said, let's get into the video, because I remember the last thing I said in my first We're Coming Back. By the way, we were at 22 subs, now we're back down to 20. So I can officially do a 20 subscriber special, and I plan on doing that if you people would hurry the fuck up and just let me get it out. Because as soon as I want to make one, there's already another guy. So calm your tits. Contain the calamity that is your memories. Alright, now let's do this. Now, since I said before that I wanted to do a few videos about stuff that I had just gotten into, let's go ahead and start off with one of those topics. As you can see by the front of this video, that is currently being used. Now, I am new-ish to One Piece. Once you're 100 episodes into something, I don't think you can be called new, but when 100 episodes isn't even really that much compared to like the actualness of it, that I just realized I can see the whole video that I'm recording right now in my eyes. Now that being said, I would say I'm relatively new to One Piece. And I just finished the Alabasta arc. Now, not gonna go ahead and spoil too much stuff because there is a good amount that happens in it. But from what I have seen so far, I can say it's one of the better. It's one of the better long-running series, because everybody says, "Oh, well, Dragon Ball is the best because it." And I was one of those guys because I really liked power scaling. I really liked punch the shit out of each other until one person remains sort of style of playing. I totally get it. Now, that being said, I was not really a big fan. I'm not really a big fan of long, drawn out uh, pushes in like world building, like filler, 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 filler everywhere. I am not a big fan of filler, unless you make it worth my time. And One Piece kind of does that. There are a few pieces where I'm like, alright, this is clearly a side mission that has nothing to do with whatever you're doing right now. And for how long it's been going, I can say that it is damn good with what it has been doing. There was a good period in it right now where I felt like Luffy was just kind of a dick. Like, he didn't really. He was kind of just being a hindrance more than he was anything else in, like, the middle portion of this. The middle to the later portions of this arc, he was kind of being a dick, and everybody else had to like pick up the slack where everything else was going on. And it was kind of annoying, but I got over it. He just didn't have anything to point at. Like, you have to like show him what he's doing, then he runs towards it. He doesn't do well when he's left alone to his own devices. He has to have like direction with what he's doing. Now that being said, it was. But I liked it. It feels strange because I'm so used to the formula of shonen being hit the thing, punch the thing, move on to the next thing. But this one, the characters don't really grow stronger. It's more like they grow weirder until they have the ability to fight in a way that nobody was expecting. Because, how can I say this without being spoilery? When Luffy fights somebody, his ability is he's a rubber man. That gets established episode 1 of the show. When he fights somebody, it's very much, I'm going to punch the thing with my rubber powers. Gonna wind up, his hand swings way far back, and then bam! And it comes right back. Now it's not really power scaling porn like Dragon Ball is and how Naruto can be sometimes. It's very much, it kind of takes the same way that JoJo's does. Almost where, like, you can be the strongest person on Earth. But, that being said, there's somebody else who can, like, throw a knife at you, and it doesn't matter how strong you are, the knife's still gonna, like, get stuck in your chest. But then you could be, like, the toughest guy on the Earth. Well, maybe the other guy has, like, poisoned you. Doesn't matter if he can stop a knife going into your chest, the guy poisoned you. What are you gonna do about it? And there's always, like, creative ways of pushing past that, but then they kind of just push the bullshit as high as they can go until, like, you can fight different things in different ways. And to be fully honest, when I first started the series, I thought devil fruits were supposed to be, like, super rare things that nobody was allowed to find. Like, in the beginning, when, like, Buggy is talking about it, he has one in his hand, and he's like, I'm going to sell this, and then make it to where I can live my life, free of anything, once I've sold it. And then he ends up, like, accidentally eating it. Buggy's a minor villain, at least right now. Now, I've heard some things about what happens to him later, I don't know. I have no idea what actually becomes of him. I just know that he's like a meme in the community. And then he swallows it, and then he eats it, he gets his superpowers. He's, like, one of the first few people that you've seen in the show. But for some fucking reason, they just, at first it's like, oh, it's like gold that you can live your life on if you sell it. Or you can gain superpowers if you eat it. They're super rare and super hard to find. But then, I'm like 100 and something episodes in, and I think I've seen, like, 15 of them. That's like one every 10 episodes. That's not fucking special. That's like somebody was selling them at Whole Foods in, like, the discount bin where they don't trust the fruit, so they just kind of throw it in there. So, like, what the fuck is going on? Huh. they're fruits that give you superpowers. Should they be rare? Yes. Then how come I ran into like 9 people yesterday who just happen to have a lot of them? Like, what the fuck? Alright. So, from what I've gotten so far, I like the characters. I started out liking Zoro the most because he seemed like he had the biggest drive for everything. He didn't have like some obscure goal of being like, I'm gonna become king of the pirates. Does that mean you're gonna be the strongest? Maybe. Does that mean you're gonna be the best? Maybe. I'm just gonna be the king. Don't fucking think too hard about it. We'll find the One Piece. Shit's gonna change. We'll be number one. It's gonna happen eventually. But Zoro had like, I want to event. This all gets stated like the first 2 episodes he's in, which is like the second and third episode. Uh, and he's just like, all right, I'm going to become a great swordsman, a master swordsman, one of the best swordsmen in the world. And he actually has like a goal. He finds the best swordsman in the world, beats him. There's a definitive best swordsman in the world, by the way. So he has to find that guy, beat him, that's it. And then he just kind of has to go from there. He has a definitive goal with a definitive end to the goal. Just find one guy, beat him, sword, that's it, you win. Man. Usopp was fun to watch, but so far my favorite character in it has been, I think it's Captain Smoker? Captain Smoker as of now that I've seen him. And he's a badass. I really like his abilities. I really like his design. And overall, I'm kind of doing an overall of what I've seen of the show and the Alabasta arc. Because I like the Alabasta arc. The villain of it was really cool. He seemed kind of one note, but it was more along the lines of, I'd say this is a starting villain. Not like he's not like a monster of the week thing. This is a starting villain that's going to last for more than 10 episodes. And it did a good job. They kind of showed off how powerful some people can be. They showed off the reasoning behind of how powerful he can be. And they showed off what some devil fruits can actually do. Because at first it's like, oh, I made a rubber. Oh, I can split my body apart and then pull it back together. Oh, I can do... Name another bullshit ability that's not really useful unless you, like, sit down and, like, make a list of what you can do and then figure out ways that you can solve shit. This is like, I can stop a country from working in the back of my mind, and then everything else can just be like, I am a god, and a king, and a mob boss, fuck you. It had sort of that to it. And it was really fucking good. But I would nowhere say that this is going to be one of my favorite animes ever, because I may need to make a video about that just so I can like rank everything. But I will say this is one of the better shonen. The one problem I think it does have is something that a lot of really long series have. Is that they don't get super good until you've gone a certain distance. The same way how Naruto really doesn't get good until you, like, discover literally anybody, until you get to the Chunin exams. That's pretty much it. Once you get to there, that's when it gets cool. In Dragon Ball, most of the original Dragon Ball is not really super fun to watch. Unless you're there for, like, the experience, because it is a fun story and you really do get to learn a lot. But you have to get to Dragon Ball Z before it's actually good. Good, and it's super fun to watch because the power scaling goes amazing and it's super fun. And then there's, like, My Hero Academia, which is arguably good from the beginning, but it's a lot of character development in the beginning, kind of showing off the people. It really doesn't get good until, like, the first tournament. I don't want to say tournament arc because there's like 3 of them in that show, and I really hope I haven't seen the 3rd season of My Hero Academia yet. I'm trying to watch it. I have some shit I need to catch up on. I am behind on a lot of stuff, and I just took some time to start watching shows that aren't anime, so I could at least distance myself, figure out what I need to watch, then jump back in. Because I'm not going to be a seasonal anime every single time. I'm not going to be sitting there reading subtitles while trying to also stare at Uzumaki-chan's enormous tits and why they do fit, because I've met people in real life that actually have those size tits and are the same height as her, and then argue why her body proportions should be different. You guys need to get the fuck over it. It's anime. Even if it is messed up, get the fuck over it. Over it. It's cartoons. Oh, it's an unhealthy it's an unhealthy depiction of women. Really? Because I can show you about 3 different people I've met who have the same fucking character proportions as her. And I guarantee you, none of them are as cute. She's adorable, from what I've seen. I have not seen the anime. Everything I've seen about her is adorable, though. Now, back to my original point. So far, I have cleared the Alabasta arc. I like One Piece as a whole so far. Took some time to get into, but I am nothing if not patient. I have seen all of Supernatural except for the last 5 episodes because somebody will not put them on Netflix. Get off your fucking ass, Netflix! Now, overall, it's good so far. It's a good 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10 where I'm at right now. There's a good reason to keep watching. There's characters I like. There's cool action. There's a lot of shit. I'll definitely keep watching it. At some point, I have some shit I need to get through. Because there's a lot of comics in that thing. If you're wondering why I've been like weirdly moving, it's because this new camera is inverted to where it's like, this is my left hand right now, and it's going out the right. And now I need to like figure out like where to point for my bookshelf. This whole thing right here, bookshelf. Because there are some books that I need to read right over there that are still over there that I haven't. There's some other stuff, like a web series I picked up called Stand Still, Stay Quiet, which I hear is amazing and the art is great, and from what I've seen of the first few pages, it is pretty damn good. And I still have to sit down and go through fucking Homestuck. Eat a dick, Joel, for that. You did this. You're the reason I'm not watching One Piece right now. How can you live with yourself? Also subscribe to Flood Dog. He's a friend of mine, makes different videos, kind of does whatever the fuck he wants. That's a cool guy. Alright, Flood Dog. I don't know. I'm not putting the link in it. Just look it up. Flood Dog. One word. You'll get it. But, on that note, this is a definite keep watching. I'm going to think of a few ideas for the new videos. My brother is going to keep doing his research. He'll eventually come back, I promise. He's just taking some time off. He kind of wants to push what I can do into the limelight before he starts going back to what he can do, because he gets a lot of views, and I'd rather commit channel suicide than give him the satisfaction. So, until next time, I have been the Red Sun. I'm going to go ahead and set for today. Bye, guys.